guitars put together by a robot. I don't think it's smart. I don't think it's funny.
Good evening, everybody. It's me, ElecTrish. Welcome back to Static Room's Hangouts. In tonight's show, we have a special episode with the guys from Retro Reverb Records. We're also going to be showing some music videos from the wonderful label, and those music videos will be from some artists on the label, including Your Friend Esteves, Cybertronics, Honeybeard, Daniel Hugh, The Last Years, Delta Wave 82, and then we have a special performance and interview with Alex Vecchietti and also with Cole from Retro Reverb Records. So we're excited to have them on the show tonight. So up first, we're going to play a little music video, and then we're going to get into speaking with the guys from Retro Reverb Records. Welcome to Static Realms Hangouts. I'm ElecTrish, and today I have the pleasure of speaking with two people from the Retro Reverb's record label, Cole and Alex. Welcome, Cole. Welcome, Alex. Thanks, guys, for being here.
Yo! Thank you for having us. Really excited to be here.
Happy to have you guys. Now, I understand that you are both the founders of Retro Reverb Records, correct?
Yep. That is, in fact, correct, yes.
So how did it all get started, and how many artists, including your group, Cybertronics, Cole, are on Retro Reverb Records now?
Okay, well, we started back in 2018 when I moved to Sicily, which is where Al's from. And Alex had heard what I'd been doing. I'd been making some music and working with Time Save Recordings, but I stopped that when I sort of transferred over to Italy. That sort of partnership ended, but he came up and he said, you know, Alex has been involved in music for, I don't know, 20 years or something longer. He'll tell you himself in a minute. And he came and he said, look, I heard what you're doing. Would you be interested in trying to do something like that here? And I said, yeah, of course. I'd be more than interested. And then we had a sit down and we basically just came up with some core values that we wanted. Because one thing Alex said to me was, you know, that am I allowed to swear on this show? I don't know. Alex has not been true. All right. Well, anyway, I don't know. I'll swear. Alex has been fucked around by the music industry, and he just said, "Look, I just want to do something that's real, where we represent the artists and we try and give them a fair deal, and we got some core values together about being inclusive, not excluding any sort of groups of people, genres, sex, races, anything like that. And then we came up with a contract, which we felt was fair to artists, and we just started from there, didn't we, really, Al?
Yeah, absolutely. Then it was all a matter of getting the then, you know, Rolling Stones, Gathers No Moss.
And were you both already in music yourselves before starting the record label, and that's how you kind of all came together with your knowledge from your project?
I mean, I'll tell my story because it's a lot shorter than Alex's. I used to be I wanted to come on the show and do like a drum and bass intro, like that stuff.
The first time I met Cole, that's what he did. He started, you know, like beatboxing, drum and bass, and jungle.
Side, what do I shit? Yeah, I used to be involved in drum and bass back in London when it was a big scene. I used to DJ and stuff like that. And you know, my mum was obviously a big influence on me in 80s music, and then I was making some stuff as Cybertronics. At first I was just making music. I was just messing around to see if I could do it, and then when Alex came along, he sort of helped me up my game. He taught me a lot of things I didn't know about music. I was pretty green around the edges in terms of making music, so Alex was a massive influence on me and helped me get out. I'd had about 3 or 4 tracks, but he helped me get my last 3 or 4 tracks out. He put some vocals on one and some guitars and sort of helped me with arrangement and just sort of general music theory stuff that I had no idea about. So props to Alex. He really helped me from that side of things. And I'll let Alex tell you about his music background.
Oh, wow. Well, long story short, I've been playing for like 23, 24 years. Started when I was really young. I got involved in music when I was, very young. Started with punk, moved on to indie rock, and then hardcore, metalcore, all the cores. Was in a very successful, let's say, locally successful band called Reflections. We actually ended up on Warner Brothers.
Which is where you got fucked over.
Yeah, I got fucked over by Warner Brothers, which, you know, kind of makes sense, like in hindsight, because it was 2009, 2010 recession, and obviously, like, we were on like one of those subsidiary labels, and obviously that went bankrupt, and you can imagine the rest. But I carried on. Obviously I'm making it nice and simple, but it was very heavy, and there were millions of other implications. So anyone would have had like a breakdown and would have never played again. But it's not really an option for me because I've been doing that as long as I can remember. And so it's not like a passion; it's a vocation. I mean, you can't ask a priest to stop believing. It's the same thing, man. And have you ever been screwed over by a label? Yes, absolutely, man. by two labels. One was a label from Rome with a really good distribution. But I mean, obviously I was like 19 and it seemed like gold to me, but it was absolutely crap. They actually were able to polish turds. And then obviously by Warner Brothers. And after that
By Retro Reverb
Records. Well, no, I make love to Retro Reverb Records.
Alex, I was just about to say, I think that message was for the fans. So if any of you feel to write in that you've been screwed over by us, please don't.
Right.
It's a terrible feeling, by the way, ElecTrish.
It's cool to hear the backstory and then to see where you are now, because you've definitely persevered, Alex, and you as well, Cole. I think you guys are great. What you're doing is fantastic.
Thank you.
So yeah, we would love to show a music video of yours, Alex, for the song "Seduction."
Cheers to you.
I love this music video. I can't get enough of the song, and the album is wonderful. So let's get into it. This is Alex Vecchietti and "Seduction." Alex,
Wow.
Seduction. What a track.
Thank
What
you.
a wonderful track. I love it. One of my all-time favorites that I've heard lately. So tell me about the music from the album, and tell me about that song in particular. What is the style that you're going for on this album?
Well, when the nothing. By the way, thanks, and thanks for pronouncing my name right. It's something that everyone gets wrong, so I really appreciate it.
True, it's a name. I love it.
Thanks. The album is called When the Nothing Shines Upon, which is from obviously Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and it's something that I have been hearing since I was a child, and then as an adult I thought about the meaning of that phrase, and it's so dark, and it appealed to me because the album is about depression, which is something I had to struggle with for most part of my adult life. And let's say depression is when the nothing shines upon, because the only light that you receive is your nothingness, so to speak. And that's the album. I went for a obviously much darker sound, the whole blue, sadness, and you can imagine the rest.
Yeah, but great art sometimes comes from those darker times in our lives. So I think it's a great reflection of that, but also of your musical talents. So well done.
Thank you very much.
Can I say something about this album? Last time Alex and I met, I went round to his house, and he actually had 2 albums ready, and I'd been going on at Alex about trying to do a bit more of a synth poppy thing, I said, you've got to make something that, is going to get out there, it's going to make people dance, catch them. He said, all right. He made the synth pop album. He let me listen to it, and then he played the darker album, which is obviously When the Nothing Shines Upon. And I sort of said, yeah, no, you got to go with the dark album.
Yeah, I think we can all relate to, the sound, a song or a track or a sound of music that makes us feel that time, so well. But even if it isn't the best, happiest time, at least that there is someone that's speaking for it and saying something through their music. So
yeah,
it's a great album.
Most importantly is that if I had made this album while I was in that mindset, in that state of mind, it wouldn't have been up to this, I think, standard. It would have been terrible because, the worst thing that happens is, you're so self-involved. But I decided to do it now, and now I can say that I'm in a moment in my life, not just I'm in a phase of my life in which I can say that I'm happy, I'm content. I'm healthy, I've got a lovely son, I've got a lovely wife. It's fantastic. I've got Mr. Cole here that is the best outlet for my art, the best outlet I've ever had for my art. So it's not like sadness for sadness sake. It's like sadness, but there is an after. There is a way out, and you just have to persevere.
Right. Exactly. And there's only one way to go when you're down, and that's up. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Very true. I like that.
So you guys have a lot of submissions to your label. I'm assuming you get a lot of submissions from artists. How do you go about choosing the artists that you have on the label?
Well, actually, just very quickly, you asked us earlier on how many artists we've got on the label. We've got 21 at the moment, which is quite a large roster. But I think what happens is now that I get the submissions, so I do the first screening. If I know immediately that I want it, I don't need to ask for anyone's opinion. But if I'm a bit unsure, I go to Alex and I go to our promotional manager Lloyd. Sometimes I go to artists who are more towards that side of things. If, say, for example, it's synth pop, I might go to one artist, or if it's dark wave, I might go to another artist or something like that. But mostly, I think what we're looking for is something that's well produced and also just a little bit different from what's out there. But I also put a lot of emphasis and trust in actually, if music grabs my attention, I say to them, look, are you up for a phone call? And I have a chat with them. And a lot of who we sign is based on if I think they're a good fit for the label and the label's a good fit for them. based on that call, not just the music, because I'm interested in how people work and if they want to be part of our sort of culture and our mindset, and if I think I can offer them what they need as well. So quite a lot of how I choose artists is based on that, not just solely on the music.
Yeah, it's nice to have a personal approach and have a talk with the actual artist on the telephone. I like that you do that because you're speaking to someone directly, and you're not coming off as a big time, like condescending kind of record label guy. So I like that. I like that you do that.
No rock stardom at all, man. That's what kills it.
Can I just add just one small thing? I know we'll probably move on, but the thing is, I put quite a lot of time and energy into the artist individually. So if you ask anyone who's on the label, I'm literally I'm constantly available for them, apart from when I'm asleep. So if I'm going to put that much energy into somebody, I want to make sure that it works both ways, and it works for the label as well as for them. So it is important who I choose. So I think we've got a nice bunch of people who work really hard. So I'm proud of them.
Also, because I mean, it's a labor of love, man, and ultimately, when you help out, I mean, you love, and the love where is it? Like this man up here is just immense. So it has to be a good investment, even if it's just positivity feelings, but you have to know that you're placing those feelings, that love in the right place, right, Cole?
Yeah, it definitely shows with you guys, so props.
That's why the slogan is "Welcome to the family."
Yeah. Love the t-shirts you guys have on, by the way. Those Retro Reverb t-shirts are great. You're rocking those.
Cheers.
Nice. Are those on your site and on Bandcamp and all that?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're on our merch page on Bandcamp. Retro Reverb Records.bandcamp.com. You can go and find them there. We've still got a few left, but when they sell out, we'll put some more on. And we've got a new funky design. Actually, Alex, I thought, is it the? You can tell me. The symbol of Sicily with the three legs. What's it again?
It's called Trinacria.
Yeah, we've got a new one with the Trinacria on it, which is the flag of Sicily, and it's got 3 legs, but we've done a funky retro design. So I'm just trying to find a good shop to get cheap t-shirts. So
and it's very cool because the 3 legs are obviously the three points of Sicily, the three angles, 3 corners. And originally there is a face which many attribute to Chimera or the Cyclops, because originally the Cyclops, like in the Odyssey, the Cyclops is Sicilian, is from Sicily.
That's fair.
And we've got 3 R's as well. So 3 legs, 3 R's. There you go. It's all nice circle.
well, we only have 1 R in our label here, Static Realms, but we've got t-shirts too.
Woohoo!
Very nice.
Thank you. So let's go ahead and show another music video from the Retro Reverb label. This one's going to be from your friend Estevez. And can you tell me about your friend Estevez a little bit, about him?
Yeah,
he's also your friend too, not just ours.
Yeah, he's everyone's friend.
Everyone's friend.
He's everyone's friend. Yeah, but just very quickly, he's from Portugal originally. He lives in Ireland with his wife and kids. I think he's been knocking around the scene for quite some time, actually. And we had a conversation, and he was going to join, but it didn't work out for one reason or another. But then he sent me this latest EP, and he caught my attention. And what a revelation he's been. What a lovely guy. Honestly, his music's great. His work ethic is amazing. I mean, if anyone wants to really make it and become something, you need to go and speak to this man, because he is super organized, he's super polite. And Alex, I think you have got a collaboration coming up with him. Yes.
I'm gonna have a collab with him on my next album, and the song absolutely kicks ass. It's great because our voices are so different. It's like Paul McCartney meets like a very drunk Meatloaf.
Well, I would love to hear that for sure. So yeah, the song for the video for the song Silicon Highway is what we're going to be showing. So you guys are.
Can I just mention one thing quickly? This EP with an absolutely awesome booklet, which he's printed out himself. It's got badges and pins, and he's written all the lyrics inside. The artwork's amazing. You guys should check it out. If you're a fan of his, go check it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
And the video is awesome, man. The time and effort he's been put in to make this video is just amazing.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Here is Silicon Highway by your friend Estevez. What a video.
Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
Lots of Legos. I'm assuming that he owns all the Legos, and it doesn't.
Yeah, it was all in his house. It took him months and months and months. Can I just say, even at the end, his card is professional. At the end of that video, it looks super awesome.
Yeah.
Super cool. Super cool. So next, we're going to be talking about Cybertronics, which Cole, I believe. Yeah. So tell me about Cybertronics before we show your video for Warsaw Rising. How did you get into being a musician and making this music?
Like I said, okay. So the boys over at Time Slave Recording, that's Vinny and Jerome. They're brothers or half brothers. And one winter's day back in 2016 or something like that, Vincent rang me up because we played football back in the day together, and he said, "Have you heard of Synthwave?" I was like, "No." What is it? Literally no idea. And he said, "Oh, you've got to listen to this." And like he sent me some, I think it was Time Cop, and then told me to watch the film Drive. And he said, "Do you want to make some of this music?" And I was like, I don't have any way to do it. He said, he talked me through like getting a DAW, and I got like a Fruity Loops studio. And then I just, for about 6, 7, 8 months, I was just there solidly, like trying to learn the basics of how to make like this type of music. So I was listening, I was like trying to discover what sound I wanted to do. And I think that's apparent in my first few songs. They're quite all over the place, I think. They're quite different. Not necessarily through like design or a huge amount of talent, just because whatever works kind of thing. And yes, I got into it through that way, and then I started working with Time Slave Recordings as a label. But then I had to move, and then I moved to Italy, and it, like I said, it kind of kicked on from there. I've done some live performances with Alex. We did a festival here, and then we made some tunes. I made a tune for a charity album and another charity album, and then we did Mini Disc Day. And then ever since then, I haven't really kicked on because I've been managing 21 artists. So it'd be really difficult.
How would you even find the time to sit down and work on a track now?
I don't. But I'm saying that, like, I have been working on an EP, so I'm trying to sort of get out a dark and cyberpunk thing. It's going to be a 4-track concept EP, and it's going to be called Forever and a Day.
Awesome.
And I've got a whole like idea for a video, and I might even make a little, because we've got an artist guy, I might even make a very short comic for it, and I'm writing a story myself for it and things like that. But it's going to take.
That's really cool.
I don't know how long. Honestly, I just don't know when I'll get to it.
One day at a time. One day at a time, you'll get there.
Probably take forever and a day.
Let's go ahead and show a music video from Cybertronics, and this is going to be for Warsaw Rising.
Okay, thanks.
Love it. Love it. Cole, looking very cool in that one, Cole.
Can I just say that Alex forced me to do this hair thing? I didn't want to do it.
I love it. It's very nice. Alex was right. I think you totally rocked it. It was great. Great video by both of you.
Hot stuff. Hot stuff.
Yeah. Now, Alex, we're blessed enough to be showing your performance later on during this show. But as a surprise question for you, Cole, I wanted to extend an invitation to you, or to both of you. We are going to be having a Static Realms streaming festival. Now, I know that you may not have a lot of time available, but if you'd like to record a set for a spot on that show, we would love to have you guys.
All right, be awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
When is it?
In the future, we're hoping in the next 1 month, I would say.
Okay.
Wow. All right. Okay. Yeah, we'd love to. Yeah, we'll try and get it together.
All right. Cool. All right. So next up, we're going to be showing a Honeybeard video. Can you tell me about Honeybeard? I understand that Honeybeard is going to be having a release on vinyl for their album Black Skies.
Yeah. Okay.
What a band.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a band, and that's a great track. One of my favorite tracks of this year. No, last year. Hang on, no, is it this year? I can't remember when it was released.
No, I think it's last year.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, I can't remember exactly when it was released, but yeah. Okay, so yeah, it's they're releasing a full album on vinyl through us. I can't say the name yet. I know that Michael Oakley is helping them with the mix, and he should be finished in mid-June. So we're really pleased. Thank you, Michael. We're really pleased about that. And it's just, Forge and Neon's heard it. And I don't know, it's just, I think it might be the best thing they've done so far. And they've done some really good stuff. And Black Skies, for me, is a really, really, really good single that probably I still think should have done a lot more than it has. And there's another 4 or 5 tracks on that album that are as good, if not slightly better than Black Skies. So we are mega excited about that. Yeah, first time for us and for them.
That's very exciting, and I've been working on my LP collection, so that might have to go in there definitely.
It has to go in.
It will. So yeah, let's show the Black Skies video from Honeybeard.
Wow, wow, what a masterpiece. It's an absolute masterpiece, hands down, no questions asked.
Seriously, amazing. Amazing. Can't wait for that.
I've been
Yeah.
blessed enough to remix one of their tracks, and that's the closest I've ever gotten to a collab with these guys. Bloody hell.
They will do one. They will do one. Yeah, and like I said, at least 4 or 5 of the tracks on that album are as good as that. So I really recommend that people check them out. They've got their own Bandcamp page as well, which is honeybeard.bandcamp.com.
Definitely. So, speaking of new things coming out, I know that we in the past saw that you did the Retro Reverb Rhythms album for charity. Can you tell me about that, and then tell me if you're going to be doing another one soon?
I can tell you about that. And actually, Alex alluded to it earlier on when he was talking about a period in his life when he was suffering from depression, or I don't know exactly what you're suffering from, but a difficult period anyway.
Yeah.
So we thought with all the stuff that's gone on with COVID, isolation, depression, anxiety, separation, that kind of thing, that we felt that a lot of people who suffered from like mental illness would have found it really, really difficult during that period of time. And actually, I have a friend back home who passed away during COVID who was suffering from mental illness. We've got a number of people on the label who live with and manage sort of mental conditions. My mum suffered from mental health illness, and I believe Alex's mum did as well.
My mum did too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So and people know people on a label who've got friends and family as well and stuff like that. So it was something that we felt like it was something that was very close to us as a label, that a lot of people could relate to. We thought it was relevant to the time for the rest of the world as well with COVID. And obviously our last charity album came out in 2018, so it's been quite a long time.
19.
Was it 19? Thank you.
19.
19, yes. June 2019. So it's been a long time since we've done a second one, and we decided to do it. So we're going to have a volume 2. And, it's going well. I've already reached out to a number of promoters and artists, and I've got some quite big names. In fact, while we were talking, I could see, and I'm fingers crossed, that Nina messaged me on my mobile phone. The thing came down because I've asked her about it. So we'll see. She was on the first one, so maybe she'll be on the second one as well. But I believe you guys are going to be supporting the cause as well. So thank you so much.
Yeah.
We really appreciate your help.
Thank you.
We're happy to support you guys on this because I think it's a great cause and it's a great idea. So yeah, we're happy to.
Yeah, and the date for that we are hoping to hit around about Halloween this year.
Good.
And on vinyl as well. So
yeah.
Right. Yeah. Awesome. Looking forward to that. So yeah. And what else are you going to be planning in the next few months for Retro Reverb Records?
Albums, EPs.
Albums, EPs. We've got a lot of releases. I've got a whole backlog of artists saying to me, have we got space to release X, Y, and Z? And I'm trying to fit them all in. But aside from the fact that we've got now 21 artists, we've just recently signed Falco Fury, who released a song with Megan McDuffie. He's just joined us. We've got a new guy called Mad Modem. He's just released a single on the label, which is really good. Go and check that out. Called Psychic. And he is making a retro game for us, which is going to go up on our platform. And it's going to have 21 levels because there's 21 artists, and each level's got the music from each artist.
Awesome.
That's really cool. But aside from that, a couple of other projects we've got. So this is for anyone watching who's interested. If you make music, or in fact, if you just want to come on and talk about the scene, we do 10-minute interviews with Cole. And I also do reviews of tracks. So anyone who wants to submit, that's Retro Reverb Records @gmail.com. Please put a title on your email so I know what it's about. It's really frustrating when people don't do that. We've got a Synthwave chart, which is going really, really well. It gets full up now every month. We're getting loads and loads of votes. And actually, this is not a lie. Falco Fury entered before he joined the label, and he became on my radar because I listened to it. I was like, oh, this is good. And I started speaking to him. He actually won, but he won before he joined the label. So it's not like it's not a fix. And the last thing I think we're doing is I'm going to start sort of like it's not going to be 24/7, but we're going to be streaming music on our YouTube channel. It's going to be like Retro Reverb Records radio, but it won't be 24/7. Not yet, anyway. It's just we'll see how it.
Just adding on the radio to make the R complete. Love it.
Yeah, Retro Reverb
Everything's
Records
RR. Retro Reverb Records, Retro Reverb Rhythms, Retro Reverb.
We thought about it loads of times, especially in the first period. We thought like we could make a million things like Retro Reverb Rhythms, and that actually came to be Retro Reverb Roadshow. We were thinking about having like a roadshow, like, you know, going on tour with loads of other artists, and that went to hell because of COVID.
That will be at some point.
Yeah, I hope so. And then loads of things with the R. Definitely.
I love it. It's great. So we're gonna be playing another music video. This time, let's go into the last year's band, and they are a wonderful band. I remember hearing them. They're probably one of the first artists that I've heard from Retro Reverb Records. Great sound. Love these guys. So this is going to be from their Future Ghosts album, and it is Pulling Closer.
Rad.
Look at me, you say.
All right.
Wow,
So,
what a voice.
yeah. And the video is really cool. It's got the animations by Elixir 9. That was really cool.
Yeah. Can I just do a shout out to Jason Elixir Line?
Yeah.
Great guy, great guy.
I got a lot of time for Jason, and he's a very intelligent man and very talented and very creative. And
Yeah.
he gets really in the zone when he makes stuff. And I want to say thank you to him because he's done a lot of work for us and probably below industry prices. And he put a lot of time and effort in, and he helped boost the label. So thank you, Jason.
Yeah, his work is great. I love his work. It's fantastic.
He's just sent me some new stuff today, so he's still creating. So hopefully we'll see what's coming out.
Yeah, and also speaking of the last year's and the sub theory for that matter from your label, we're going to be doing a prom episode on our next Static Realms Music Hour. Hopefully by the next weekend we're going to have that out, and they're both going to be on with one of their music videos, which we love. I think they sound great together too.
Yeah, what, Life and Time? You're gonna
Yes,
play?
Time with the ballerinas dancing through the street.
Yeah. I mean, what a song! I mean, it's quite interesting to see the combination between this sort of more urban-y hip hop side of things and sort of a gravelly, rocky voice that Drew has from the last years. Great combination, great track, done really well, and
I think it works really well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so look out for our prom episode coming up soon. Can't wait.
Yes.
Do you guys, by the way, have you guys ever been to a prom or a dance or anything like that?
I've asked Cole many times, and he's always said no.
I'm always washing my hair. I've got to keep it soft. I can't do the flicks otherwise. I don't know about Alex because he was raised. Well, he was raised in England, but also in Italy. 10 years in England and 10 years in Italy, or something like that. I went to school in the UK. We didn't really have proms.
Right.
We had parties, and the thing is, like, growing up as a punk, the parties weren't exactly that romantic. It was a bit more hardcore. Let's put it that way. All right, enough said. Enough said.
That works. So,
I've danced though. In the past, I have danced.
Yeah.
Professionally or just for fun?
Oh yeah, I'm a professional. I'm awesome. No, just when I have a few drinks,
Let's see some moves. I'm just kidding.
The only time in my life I've danced is like in Cuba. When I went to Cuba. But I mean, it's impossible not to dance in Havana, even if you're absolutely crap like me.
Trish, you can see some moves. I did that Synthwave for Boys video.
That's right. I love that. I wish we could pull it up right now. Anyways.
I'm glad you can't.
If only. All right, so we're going to close it off with Daniel Hugh and his track from the album inspired by Immortals called Demons. Love this track. The video is so great. Speaking of dancing, I've never seen this kind of you'll see when we play the video. It's really, really cool.
He's a lovely guy too, by the way. And I'll probably have a featuring with him too, so whoo.
Yay! Don't rest until Alex has collaborated with everyone.
Yes. It's like Pokemon, man. I've got to catch them all.
Good. So yeah, let's get into the music video. This is Daniel Hugh and Demons.
What you've seen you can't unsee.
Yeah, I've just realised though you've taken the video off the Daniel Hugh YouTube and not our one, because I actually edited that. I did a remix of it, and it's got all these cool, funky sort of 3D effects and what's it called? Trails and things like that. But never mind. It's still an absolutely amazing amazing video. And actually, just a quick shout out to Alex, because quite a few of the videos that have been shown tonight, Alex made as well. So well done, Al.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He has an incredible new wave vibe to it. I love the bass in his tracks. It's nice to kind of break away from the classic kind of synthwave sounds and reinterpret the millions of other sounds and trends that were going on in the 80s, you know?
Yeah.
And he's just got such a catchy style to all his songs. Just nod along, and I just like everything he does so far.
Yeah.
Now, Alex, we're gonna have to go ahead and say goodbye at this point, but I wanted to say goodbye to you first because I know you have to get ready. We're gonna have a performance from you.
Yep.
It's very exciting. So, do you have any last words for our audience and for your audience and your followers?
Yeah, well, thanks for following me. If you follow me, you know, I always feel very blessed to have an audience because, yeah, there is one, you know, as big or small as it may be. I'm just blessed to have people that take the time to listen to my art, and that's why I do it. And obviously, thanks to Cole, because without him, I wouldn't have had this like premium quality outlet for my music and my art. You know, so namaste.
Thank you so much for being on with us today, Alex. We appreciate it.
And thank you for having me. I'm always blessed to have people like you that, you know, take the time to chat with me.
Of course, we're blessed to chat with you. All right, so Cole, you and I, it's going to be the end of our segment here together. So I would like to know what last words you may have for either people coming on to the label, listening to the artist for the first time, or anything. Anybody.
I'd just like to thank, first of all the artists for all their hard work and helping me. They make it possible for me. You know, they give me the content and I put it out there. For people in the scene, my message is remember to be polite and kind to everyone else. I know the scene's quite supportive, but there's a lot that we could do to make this scene stronger and grow. And that involves, you know, buying music, going to gigs, and not being too focused on yourself. And remember that there's a large picture out there. And then I'd like to just thank you guys for all the work you've done, for letting us come on. To anyone who watches this show, I think it's really good. And you are like one of the staples now within the scene. And I think people should remember to subscribe, hit that bell so you get the notifications when they come up, and get involved in the chat and let them know what you think. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much for being here. We're happy to have had you. And maybe one day it's going to be Retro Reverb Realms. Just kidding. We're very happy to have you. So thank you for everything that you do and for bringing us such great artists. We love what you're doing. Keep it on. Keep it going.
I'll try my best. Thank you very much. And hopefully one day we'll get you back on ours and we'll come back on yours when we've got some new stuff to talk about.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
All right, so take care, everybody. Thank you for watching Static Realms Hangouts with Retro Reverb Records, Cole and Alex. Up next, we have Alex Vecchietti's performance. So sit tight. It's going to be amazing.
Hi everyone, I'm Alex Vecchietti, fellow Retro Reverb Records artist, and today I'm going to play you some tracks from my first album, The Good Fight, second album, When the Nothing Shines Upon, and I'm going to give you a little taste of my upcoming album, Blessed, so enjoy. into the heart. So from there I kept my distance and we grew far apart. But the shame, you will never get to feel my pain when I try to stay clear of you. As the woman that corrupted my soul, reminder of all my pain, you will never get to feel my pain. Search for a family, and the way things revolve around us, and the way it is to really be. I threw my love into a world so far. You caught it and left it into cold dark. I threw my love into a world so cold. You caught it and left me to be born into a sorrow, like everything your love is one big lie, labeled and with no tomorrow. You're born today, tomorrow you die, fighting among so many restrictions. You think the world ends before your eyes. They teach you progress is nothing but fiction. You're bred amongst lies, you're bred amongst lies. Kill everyone if you had the chance, but no, it would make things worse. So you get yourself and get your act together and finally break free from this curse. Oh, fuck this shit, I'm sick of it. It treat me like a piece of waste. So touch your fist and fight the ghost that leave you alone with so much hate. Mediocrity is what you're taught. Since you're a child, you're sold and bought. 'Cause life out here just ain't worth shit. So judge it. As you grow, you understand the root of evil is in your hand. So have the balls to throw it and say, fuck tomorrow, I'm living today. Manners and beliefs are effective ways of staying small and silent, living with no relief. Encourages hate and keeps you violent. Fuck this shit, I'm sick of it. They raid you as a piece of waste. So clench your fist and fight the ghost that leave you alone with so much hate. Close your eyes. They raise you like a piece of weight, so clench your fist and fight the ghost. They leave you alone in so much hate. Break away from inside the cell. Exercise your own hell. So first song was Seduction. Last song was I'm Sick of It. Now I'll give you a taste of my new album Blessed. This is called Summer Romance. Getting some summer vibes. This song was my first single on Retro Reverb Records. It's called Mystery of Faith, followed by The Good Fight. Thank you. Good evening.